What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very interesting Liverpool video where we will discuss Mo Salah's explosive interview with a Spanish publication, AS newspaper. They are one of the biggest Spanish newspapers, and the fact that Salah sat down with them indicates that he either wants a big new contract at Liverpool or he wants to leave to Real Madrid or Barcelona. So we will explore this interview and what it means for Mohamed Salah's future. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty worried right now because Salah, if he really wants to leave for Barcelona or Real Madrid, it will be very hard for Liverpool to stop him, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully he just wants a new contract. And I will explore the interview with you guys together. I will give my opinion and also let me know what is your opinion. What are the motives for Salah for doing this interview in the middle of the season? Let me know in the comments below. And he said some very harsh words about Jurgen Klopp as well, saying that he was very disappointed. Those are the words that he used, because he wasn't given the captaincy for the Midtjylland game where, you know, the usual captains, Van Dijk, James Milner, Henderson didn't play. Trent Alexander-Arnold was given the captain, but Salah felt he should have been the captain. And after that, Salah was dropped for the Crystal Palace game. So I think it's a very interesting this dynamic that he has with Jurgen Klopp. And of course, if you enjoy these types of videos, leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you guys. And let's get straight into it. So Salah said, yes, it was a good game, always tough to play against Tottenham, and in the end we won. That's the most important thing. This interview was given before the Crystal Palace game, so it was given just after the Tottenham game. I think it's a little bit early to say that Liverpool are favourites for the title, Salah said, but we are doing well and other teams are also doing well, so hopefully we have a better chance to win it than others. And Salah was asked, what do you think of Tottenham as a team and also of Mourinho? I worked with Mourinho before. He's a great manager, Salah said. He has helped Tottenham a lot to be where they are now. He has good vision, he's a good coach, so I'm sure that they are doing a good job. They are second in the league now, so that's what I can say about them. Do you think you could win the Golden Boot, third Golden Boot in the Premier League this year? Salah was asked. He answered, I don't know, I don't want to say that for now, but yeah, I'm always trying to score goals to help the team win the game. There is a good chance to be a third-time top scorer again this season, but the most important thing is to win something, to win the big trophies with the team. That's the most important thing. And I think I've broken a few records with Liverpool, yes. I wish I could break all the records for the club, that would be nice. But yeah, it's like I said again, the team comes first before any record. But as much as you keep breaking records and winning games, that's also great. I think over the last few seasons we have been doing well in the Champions League. I think also in the Premier League as well. We had a good chance to win them both. And last season we were unlucky in the Champions League. We will fight for both competitions this year. That's from my point of view, that we will fight for both. And Mo Salah was asked what does he think about the Champions League final in the Wanda Metropolitano in the Atletico Stadium. It was a good memory to remember, Salah said. It was the second final in a row. I was injured in the first one, but the second one we won. It's a great feeling. It's one of the best moments and most important moments of my life. Was the defeat to Atletico Madrid last season a tough one to take? I don't think about the games like that. I don't think about the game like that. You take one game at a time and just focus on the next game. Now if we play against them next time, it would be nice. If not, that's okay. If you want to win the competition, you need to beat any opponent, any team that you face. We have to fight for each game, and let's see what happens. And now here comes a very interesting part. The interviewer said, you are always linked with Real Madrid and Barcelona. I was wondering if you would rule out playing for either of them. And he said, I think Real Madrid and Barcelona are top clubs. We never know what is going to happen in the future. But right now I'm focused on winning the Premier League and the Champions League again with my club. How much longer do you see yourself playing for Liverpool? The next question was. Salah laughed and said, that's a tough one, but right now I can say that everything is in Liverpool's hands. Of course I want to break records here, and I repeat, every record in the club, but everything is in the hands of the club. And also very interesting what he said next regarding the Champions League. The interviewer said to Salah, we didn't mention about the last game where you were meant to be the captain, but in the end another player was chosen. How did you take it? Honestly, I was very disappointed. I was expecting to be the captain in that game, but it's a manager's decision, so I accepted. Wow. That is, I think, the worst part of the interview, because you know, footballers say this all the time, that anything can happen in the future. You never know. In football, you can never rule out playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona with the big clubs that they are. If they come calling and Liverpool decide to sell Salah, if they get an outrageous like 150 million or 200 million offer, Salah can't say that he wouldn't go to Real Madrid or Barcelona if Liverpool were deciding to sell him. But that's the crucial part. I think if Liverpool don't decide to sell Salah, I don't think Salah would just kick up a fuss and try to leave, especially now that he's like 28, 29 years old, at the same age that Eden Hazard was when he went to Real Madrid last season. Also, I think it's important to note that Real Madrid spent an outrageous amount of money on Eden Hazard, and I don't think they have the funds to go again and sign another player for 150 million just so soon after signing Hazard. Barcelona also spent outrageous amounts of money on Antoine Griezmann, who is like 29, 30 years old, and I don't think Barcelona has the funds to buy Salah. Maybe if they let Lionel Messi leave, maybe then that way, but I really can't see that happening, to be honest. Now the second part is very, very hard to excuse and to explain. Salah saying that he was very disappointed and he was expecting to be the captain. I'm sure that there is a hierarchy at Liverpool and even in the Egypt national team, that the most experienced player is the captain, and who played at the club for the longest time, and that is Jordan Henderson. And after that, I'm sure there is a hierarchy of Milner, Virgil van Dijk and others. So I'm not sure if Salah can expect being the captain, but if that's how he felt, if he was disappointed, I'm really hoping that they sorted it out with Jurgen Klopp, and it's just a slight disagreement in their relationship, and really I'm hoping that Salah, I don't think he strikes me as a guy who would just break down the door and ask Jurgen Klopp to let him leave Liverpool. And Salah was also asked, do you think that Sergio Ramos injuring you in your first Champions League final made you stronger as a player? I think everything that happens to a player, like disappointment, makes you stronger in your career for the future, but that getting injured is closed now, a closed subject, so I don't think about it anymore. Which player do you think is going to replace Ronaldo and Messi in the future as the best player in the world? It's hard to say someone, it's really hard to say someone. There are some great players now, but what they did for football was unbelievable. So yeah, I can't mention any name, but I think what they did for football was great, and there's a few players that I think are doing good as well. Do you consider yourself as one of the best players at the moment? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. When I look back on my career, I want to feel that I achieved something special, that I did something special. So that's why I'm trying to give my best in every game and every year for the club and for myself as well. And I think this next part reveals a lot about the mentality of just like Salah, but any other elite footballer who wants to get to that level. I take it one step at a time. Well, like when I was in Egypt still playing football, I just trained to play in Europe. Then I came to Basel and I said, no, I want to be in a bigger club. Basel is a good club, but I wanted to be in a bigger club. So I always take it one step at a time. When I went to Basel, I said, I want to be the best player in their history, and you just go one step at a time. I think it was a tough time, but it made me strong. And it's a lot of things that is difficult in a footballer's life. You have to sacrifice a lot of things in your life. You have to dedicate all your life to football. That's one of the things you find. It's really hard because you sacrifice your life for football, and also for me to change a little bit my mentality and to change things in my head. That also takes time and takes energy from me. So it was a little bit tough in the beginning, but now you can just handle this situation and try to deal with it. And he was also asked about the pandemic, how he sees it for everyone. I think it's been hard for everybody since the virus started, but it's something we need to adapt to and something we need to live with until it's over, hopefully soon. But we need to keep our distance. As famous people, we need to live as an example. We have to really tell people to keep them on track and make them follow what the doctors say, because it's a tough situation for everybody, but hopefully it will be gone soon. And Mo Salah is also involved in social and education issues in Egypt, and he was asked, what does that mean to you? Education is the key for everything, I think. I believe it could make you a better footballer and a better person in general. In my country, Egypt, I think it it could change some things for the better. And I think that's actually a very good interview. And if you just see the headlines in the English media, I think you could be mistaken for what that interview did for Salah, and what Salah exactly said, and I really wanted to give you the full picture. But what is also concerning is that one of Mo Salah's friends, former Egypt star Abu Trika, actually claimed that Liverpool are looking to sell Mo Salah in the future, in the near future. He said, from my point of view, Liverpool's current thinking is the need to sell Salah at the end of the season to benefit financially from it, and that is just my point of view. He actually told that to beIN Sports. I'm not sure if he knows anything inside information, but it's certainly very, very concerning that is the case. And maybe, I mean, the only way I can see Liverpool selling Salah is if we are going all out to sign somebody like Kylian Mbappe, a generational talent who could be the next Mo Salah at Liverpool, the next player who scores 30, 35, 40 goals. But I wouldn't swap Salah for Mbappe. I think Mbappe is a world-class player, but I don't think he would do better than Salah. Salah is putting absolutely incredible numbers at Liverpool. He's one of the best goals per game goal scorer in the Premier League has ever seen, and if you add up his goals and his assists, he's probably the best Premier League striker that has ever been in the league. So I would only sell maybe Firmino, but that's for another video. Jamie Carragher said that the time has passed for Salah to join Barcelona or Real Madrid, and let's actually hear what he had to say. So Carragher said, even when Manchester United were top of the Premier League and Cristiano Ronaldo went to Real Madrid, it did feel like a step up because Real Madrid is Real Madrid. But now I just think the two Spanish giants, Real Madrid and Barcelona, have fallen so far from the big Premier League clubs. Salah has got 2.5 years on his contract. I'm not really looking at it as too much of a problem because Real Madrid spent a lot of money on Eden Hazard when he was at that age of 28 to 29. Salah is just getting to that age now, and I just think that it's that 1 or 2 years too late. When you go and spend real big money on someone, you want them to be about 25 or 26, so you are getting real value for them. I think if he did go, and I don't see it, it would be massive money for Liverpool, but I just think the time has gone because of Salah's age. And Gary Neville said, I thought Salah would always leave Liverpool. I said it a couple of years ago, and maybe it was a bit premature at the time to say I think he will leave in the next 18 months. I always had the feeling that he would want to go explore playing in a different country and that he would have aspirations to do so. So it doesn't surprise me about the stories of Salah flirting with Real Madrid or Barcelona. The reason I've always chosen Salah over Sadio Mane is because he's cold-blooded. Mane is a team player who you would know would always put the team first, but Salah is cold-blooded, and that's not a negative. It makes Liverpool vicious as a team, and he's the type who will just go for it again and again and again, and he won't stop. That's probably why the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona and PSG, whoever it is that's after him, is probably in his ear. He's got 2.5 years left on his contract. I don't think Liverpool at this moment in time will be forced to sell. They won't be messing around. They've got the strength and an authority now with Jurgen Klopp there that they can sit there and relax a little bit. But there will come a decision in the next 6 months, 18 months about what to do with him. Because if he's not going to sign a new contract, then you would obviously have to let his contract run down, which they won't do, or they will cash in and see an opportunity to bring in someone else. And Spanish football expert Alvaro Montero said this: here in Spain we see this interview as a way of Salah not closing the door for Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's a very well known that Barcelona manager Ronald Koeman needs some players. For example, he has asked for Man City's Eric Garcia and Memphis Depay from Lyon. In the case of Real Madrid, it is a difficult situation right now economically, because although Mo Salah is an extremely good player, and of course Real Madrid will need his goals, with Karim Benzema it is almost impossible. For instance, yesterday Real Madrid held their annual assembly. They have recognized that they have lost 107 million euros because of this pandemic, and after taxes they finished the year with only 300,000 euros, which is of course a little amount of money when you count that Real Madrid's budget every year is 800 million euros. So Real Madrid are in no economic situation, no financial situation to afford Mo Salah, and I don't think Barcelona are in a situation that they can afford Salah either. So maybe next summer is too early, maybe 2 summers from now, so in 2022 summer, maybe that is the only way I can see Salah getting sold by Liverpool, because by that time he will only have 1 year left on his contract. And James Pearce also gave a very interesting opinion on what he thinks about this Salah interview. I've struggled to buy that he was so unhappy about not being captain for Liverpool in a meaningless dead rubber in the Champions League. Were you really that bothered? I'm not really having that. That is all part of a bigger picture to crank up the pressure on Liverpool, to put a big lucrative contract extension under his nose. Either that or the first steps to potentially looking for a new challenge. But I would be really surprised if it was the latter, as I just don't see Real Madrid and Barcelona as a step up from Liverpool right now. I think it's actually a step down from Liverpool right now, especially where Real Madrid or Barcelona are in the football pyramid. Right now Liverpool are closer to being a regular Champions League winning club, and also they are favorites to win the Premier League title. And at the moment Atletico Madrid are the favorites to win the Spanish league title, not Real Madrid, not Barcelona. And Neil Jones, who also has strong connections with Liverpool, he's reporting for Go.com. He said that Salah's contract at Anfield, which is worth around £200,000 per week, is expiring in 2.5 years, and sources have told Neil Jones that the club Liverpool are certain to offer an improved contract to Mo Salah, and that will be, after that we will know, because either Salah signs in the new contract or he leaves. That's the only 2 options, and I think in the next 6 to 12 months we will find out what will happen. And that's it for today's Liverpool news video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.